Hi everybody, I'm here today to talk about the sharks for this month. So, by this point, you've probably seen the sharks. Let's get that in focus real quick. So there's the shark. Alright, fun shark. And we'll come back. And as we did this shark, there are a couple things. There's a lot of translucent material on this shark, right? One of the best ways to deal with translucent material is not doing paint, but if you have the material available maybe already in your collection, you could have used ink. Ink is a great one for this, and then you could have used some of the white to do the top of the white frothy part here. But we did paint. We just did some really thin layers, and it worked out well anyways for us. We were happy with how it turned out. But we're not going to talk as much about the miniature this month, because the miniature is just fun. I hope you continue to get inspired and creative and do something fun, because if you're not having fun, what's the point, right? So have some fun and use the miniature for whatever you want. Maybe you have the board game Jaws and you need to use the little fin for a little bit, and then use the shark for something else later on. But what I want to talk about this month is two other things. First of all, your brush and brush care, and then second of all, your paints and paint care. So first with brush and brush care, I haven't mentioned this before, but I would say this. Wash your brush both before and after using it. We've talked about washing minis in our painting class, but with the brushes themselves, you're going to want to take care of them because they'll last longer, especially if you've got good brushes. Like I have some Kolinsky's here and so forth. Because once they start to fall apart, they're really not worth a whole lot. Once those I can't think of the word now. Once your hairs on the brush and the actual part of the brush that you're using to apply the paint start to fall out, well, then you're going to have to get rid of that brush, likely, unless you can somehow repair it. Usually you're not going to be able to. So take care of your brushes. Make sure that you're washing them out before you use them and after you use them, so that there's no extra paint on there, that you don't accidentally apply something that's sticky or that is just a clump of mess there. So that's the first thing. The second thing is paint care. I know it sounds like a simple thing, but I'm going to say it once. But when you have your paints, make sure that you're closing them up tightly, that there is nothing that can get in as far as air. With the Citadel type paints that have that topper, I know that I myself have not closed those ones tightly. Those ones are harder to close. I get that, but it's an important and simple thing to keep the value of your paints and to make sure that you don't have some dry spots in those paints. Another thing that you can do is Army Painter makes this great product called a mixing ball, and you just drop in one of these, whether you have the Citadel type paints or if you have the Vallejo type paints. Even these ones you can take off the top here, and then this little stopper at the top pops out, and you can pop up one of these mixing balls down in there. I'll show you one of them real quick. But you pop one of those mixing balls down in there, and then when you're shaking up the paint, it will add life to the paint so it doesn't clump up, doesn't oxidize, so forth. So there is one of those mixing balls. We can see that. Yeah, so take care of your paint, take care of your brushes. You'll get more enjoyment and a longer life out of them. Continue to be inspired. I can't wait to see the different colors that you're doing with your sharks this month. I don't know if we're going to get rainbow sharks or green sharks or purple sharks or neon, or maybe some of you have glow-in-the-dark paint. Let's see what you do. Looking forward to it. See you later. Thanks.